Hey you guys, welcome back to Mahogany Sweets. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I wanted to come and make one last video before the night end about Quavo and Saweetie. So we know that they just recently broke up, right? He basically said, I found out you're a person who I don't know. I'm done with you. She said, you know what, take care. I'm not subjecting myself to a guy who I guess don't deserve me. You can't buy my love and affection or my silence, or for me to turn a blind eye to I guess whatever he's doing. He took back his vehicle that he had purchased her, and now we have this video that she released, right? Coming out to I guess try and make him look bad, smear his name, or just in a grand scheme of things to get them both publicity and attention. We have in the industry what they call contract relationships, where it is not based off love and just attraction, where two people decided to get together, like each other, date. It is normally based off here we can benefit each other career wise, and then maybe they also have some attraction to or fall in love or something of that nature, but business relationship. And that contract could be based on 1 month. That contract could be based on here we just want to be seen out together for one date. That contract could be based on a year or two. That contract could include a baby. Like they have them all in the industry. Yes, people truly will do anything for fame, for money, for attention, for all of that kind of stuff. So this is where we at. Now I'm about to show y'all the video and show y'all what I've seen from it. What it's telling me. Let me make sure that y'all can see it. I did mute the volume up. Hold on, let me go back so y'all can see this. It starts off with him looking like he's walking to the elevator with two bags. She pushed him. As you see, that was her to just push him and then grab his bag from out of the elevator. And then he flings her into the elevator. He gets his bag from out of her grips. They're having some type of conversation about whatever. Then he takes that same bag. He uses it to hold the elevator door open. I guess to stay on the floor and get her out of the elevator. Then he grabs his things and go back into the elevator. And then this is just a replay showing you again. As he was trying to leave with his items, she pushed him like a push punch, and tried to grab the bag. But he caught her before I guess she could run back off into her apartment. And then he said, so what I seen and what that video told me is, number one, she was the aggressor. He was clearly trying to leave her apartment building. He had his bag, so maybe he was leaving for the weekend. She didn't want him to leave. Maybe they had gotten into it and were breaking up, and she did not want him to leave. The fact that she focused on the gaming console told me that whatever they got into it about, she either wanted to use the gaming console to upset him, get his attention, or she purchased the gaming console herself as a gift for him. And since he was leaving, she like, you ain't taking this. You get what I'm saying? That's what it came off to me as. So he did not punch her or anything like that. She was trying to run off with the bag. She actually was the one who made an aggressive contact with him. And then she tries to grab that bag, the gaming console, and he was like, that ain't happening. He flung her. She ended up falling, I guess hurting herself, and he stood there like, I don't care. Let me make sure that we stay on your float because I'm leaving and you ain't coming with me. So then he used that same bag to hold the elevator door open and tell her like, look, get off the elevator, go back to your room, your apartment, whatever. I'm leaving. So she decided to surrender, throw up her white flag. She walks off, and then he goes back into the elevator. Some people have made the comment like they feel that he was abusive and all of this, which of course is a narrative that she wants to paint, since they doing this back and forth tit for tat thing with each other, which we know the last tit for tat he did was take back the vehicle he purchased her. So then this came out. But anybody with eyes that can see that she was the aggressor and he was trying to leave, and that he did not turn around and try to physically hurt her or be violent towards her. He simply said, no, I'm taking my items, whether gift or purchased by himself. I'm taking my items and I'm leaving. That tells me that no, she was being the toxic one in this relationship, because she mentioned things such as cheating and all of that, or whatever else he was putting her through. Well, that could have been the ending of it. He was choosing to leave. And since he had his items, I'm guessing that he was intending on, like, right, we're not about to be together at least for some time, which she was not happy about. Um, I do not like these women who call themselves being physical and aggressive with men, Tahiri, and then play victim or try to paint the guy as the bad one or as a violent person when it's actually a complete opposite. He did not raise his hand at her once. She grabbed for his stuff and he simply grabbed her to get his stuff. It was that simple. The fact that she fell down on the ground, like, hey, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. The fact she fell down on the ground, I don't feel like he was wrong for leaving her laying on that ground, or should I say sitting on that ground, because she had just physically attacked him and then tried to take his stuff or break his stuff. Women do stuff like that. Like, let's not act like this don't happen all the time, where women will try and take the main thing we know a guy feels is important to try and use it to hurt him with, by tearing it up, breaking it, keeping it from him, or something like that. So she was being childish and immature. To me, it looked like he was trying to be the mature, grown-up person by whatever they had gotten into it about, giving them some space and time for him to exit and go on about his business, which she was not happy and didn't want to let that happen. When he walked out, let him walk out. Even if you purchased the game, it was a gift, let him keep it, which is shocking to me, because like I said, I'm feeling like she might have purchased it. But if you know you sitting with a card that he purchased for you, why are you trying to take something that you purchased for him, that I'm quite sure that card costed way more, even if it was least, than what your game console that you purchased for him? But like I said, it also doesn't mean that she purchased it. She could have been like, this is, I feel hurt or upset about whatever's going on, and he's just walking away, leaving. Well, I want to hurt him in some way, and right now this gaming console is something that's important to him. Let me use that to try and hurt him, and it just backfired on her. It didn't work. Just like her putting out this video, for me, it's not going to work on making me feel like he's this bad or violent guy, because the video clearly shows that that's not the case. He would have still been in that apartment building whooping her ass if he was the violent one. She wouldn't have felt so comfortable calling herself gonna debo him, punch push him, because the one from video would have showed it like she came in like boom, like dude, like, you know what I'm saying, like that punch push. A person who better getting their behind beat ain't gonna do that, okay? Because then they know that's just gonna put more abuse on me. Oftentimes you hear a lot of people like, how come the woman ain't fighting back, this, that, other? And normally that's because if they're dealing with a violent and abusive man, them fighting him will just cause the abuse to last longer and be more damaging. So she's clearly not a better woman. And I don't like when you have women who try and play this game as if they are. When you have real victims out here dealing with real life problems and threats to their safety, health, and life, you ain't one of them, sweetheart. So to me, that's tacky of her to try and manipulate the situation to look like that. Him swinging and flinging her around, that wasn't abuse. I think it's good and healthy, though, that them two separated. And it's good for him as well, because now he see how she's willing to move out here in these streets, as far as trying to take these jabs and make him look bad. Like, okay, well, since we ain't together, while we was together, I try and prop you up to look like the greatest man on earth. But now that we aren't together, now I'm trying to do anything I can to tarnish your image and make you look like the worst person, the worst man. That's not cool. And if you in a relationship with someone, let's say y'all is having one of those breaks where it's a 3-day or a week breakup, pay attention to how they are trying to paint you, what they're saying about you, how they're moving, because then that tell you how treacherous they are, how loyal they are, how they handle the breakup, or how they choose to respond when y'all have a disagreement, when y'all have an argument, or when feelings are hurt and stuff like that. She's a toxic type of woman, and any other man in the industry, buyer beware. this is something she'll do. She would turn around and try and cut the legs up from out of you. Men taking back gifts, tacky. I have never in my life been with a man who has ever asked me to give him back anything that he has ever purchased for me. And I think as a man, that is a poor quality to have, that you and a girl break up and now you like, I'm taking back the car, I'm taking back the ring, I'm taking back the purse, the bag, you know, whatever it is. It's tacky. Now, if the woman offers it back and he say, okay, well, fine, I'll take you giving it to me, then that's one thing. But depending on what type of caliber man, he ain't even gonna do that. Because I had one of those short breakups with one of my exes, and I'm like, here, come and get this. I don't want nothing of you. And he was like, no, keep it. I got it for you. You keep that. And then I'm like, no, I don't want it. You gonna take it. And then he said, what am I gonna do with it? This was something that was bought for you, a female. Like, what I'm gonna do with it? And I respect that. When younger, being immature, you know, of course your emotions just everywhere, so you behaving irrationally and unlogical, which could be the case for her. You know what I'm saying? So we're not gonna judge her too harshly, I guess. I don't know how old she is, but yeah, just I don't even remember what my point is or where I was going with that. Oh, right. That's what I was about to say. But you also don't want to be dealing with the type of man where he's giving you something that he had bought for another woman. You know what I'm saying? He took something back from her, or she gave him something back, and then he like, here, let me pass this off to this other girl. Because what else can he do with it once he's purchased it? That's why most men ain't even going to ask for the stuff back. But, yeah. Don't accept gifts that he had given to somebody else initially. That's all I want to say. Give me you guys' thoughts on the Saweetie and Quavo situation. What did you see by looking at that video? I do think that this is probably a definite end of their contract or relationship, due to how public they have allowed it to come and how low they're going at trying to attack each other, or at least how low she's going at trying to attack him. But that's all. Thanks for watching.